Hey, Plant Pals, Mike the Gardener, and today's video is on the final day, which is Wednesday, March 15th, for the hashtag WIG 2022, the Winter Indoor Gardening or Indoor Grow 2022, WIG 2022, and Wednesday, the 15th, is the last day that you can show off your entry and get it uploaded by Saturday so that GT Junior Grows in Alaska can put it on his playlist and everybody can watch all of the WIG 2022 videos, and there will be a poll on his page and people will vote on who they thought did the best job of growing inside during the winter of 2022. Now we're coming up on spring of 23, and next year in the wintertime, when winter comes along, we'll be growing inside again and we'll do a winter indoor grow 2023. But for right now, it's the 2022. And there will be prizes for the winners. If you haven't already showcased something, you can't put something up. If you've never did one before, you can't put one up now and claim to be entered because you're not going to be eligible. This is for people who have already been playing along the whole time. But you do have until Saturday to upload your final looks for the people who already have been entering. And, show off what you thought that you grew that was the best. So I'm going to show off just because I'm a co-host and I can't win anything, but I want bragging rights. So this dazzling blue kale is about, I think it's a 17 or 19 inch tall unit. And you can see it's touching the light. This is at its max height. And I've had a real fun time growing this over the winter time indoors. And so what I'm going to do is today I'm going to harvest all this. I'm going to make a kale and turnip green and beef stew. And I'm going to enjoy it. Even though I've loved growing this plant, I'm going to continue growing this variety of kale. I'm going to grow it outside now that the spring should be coming in a couple months. I could probably get this out under a dome or something by the end of April, hopefully. Although we always do get a late snow dumping, but we'll see. But regardless, I will be growing this outside. It's fun and easy to grow inside, but I want to grow some. People have been asking me to grow these purple peppers, so I'm going to use this unit to grow purple peppers. All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to show you some of the other things I grew for the winter indoor grow. This right here is my lipstick pepper plant, and I was a month behind because I had to deal with a pest problem. So imagine if I had not had the pest, I'd probably be harvesting peppers right now off this plant. Well, off this variety plant, because I planted these a month ago. I started on 2/5/23 lipstick pepper, whereas the original started in December. December 7th was the start of the WIG Winter Indoor Grow Challenge. So there's my 2 lipstick pepper plants. They're growing tall and healthy and beautiful. Very excited for those. There's just 2 plants here and they're already taking over this unit. Next to it, which is also there was a herb growing challenge. I think I would have done pretty well had I got mine in on time without having been distracted by the aphids. And this is, again, another one I started on the 5th of February. So it's been a month. And this is the lemon basil. It's quite a jungle. Lemon basil. All right. I will be back. Beautiful basil. I mean, look at this. Look at this. There's my hand. There's the plant. This goes all the way back. Gorgeous. My wife loves the smell. She comes over and sometimes you can see bruises on the leaf where she crushes it on the tips because she wants to smell it. I think it's okay. It smells more basil-y than lemony to me, but she really loves the smell. I prefer the one coming up. I'll be back. And this is what I was talking about. This is my lemon balm not basil, but balm. This is in the mint family, and it is a gorgeous plant. There's two of them in here. I started three. One is on the in a different unit. I started these along with the other ones. Again, I started this a month behind, so imagine if this was a month ahead, how well this would have done. This is all lemon balm. It's a gorgeous plant, and I've already been harvesting off it. And I love the smell. It smells like some people, my friend Psalms, she said it smells like lemon pledge. My wife thinks it smells like pledge. I think it smells like lemon candy, but you know, to each their own smell. I love it. I think it's great. So I think I would have, if I had been entering the Winter Indoor Grow WIG 2022, if I would have entered this one, I think I would have did pretty well. Or the herb challenge, but not talking about that right now. All right, I'll be back. All right, and this would have been, if I had not been a host, but had actually entered. This is my sweet chocolate bell pepper. As you can see, I already did a taste test and showing of the little teeny mutant one that I picked off. These two are ripening here. The big one is ripening. It's a beautiful plant. And so you can see this is a big, full-size bell pepper. These ones are kind of small, but they only average about a little slightly bigger than this. They average about this big. This one's really decent size. I'm quite pleased with it. And the small, tiny one I tasted delicious. This here is the one that it was like 4 of them that grew together, which is freaky and cool at the same time. I love it. I don't need to have beautiful peppers. I need peppers that taste good. And I think this one's going to turn out just fine. So there's one there. Beautiful pepper there. So I can go back there. There's 2 hanging in the back. It's kind of hard to show. I don't want to move it too much because I'm also doing a seed to harvest time lapse, which are fun to do. It's cool to watch the plant as it goes from seed up until the time I harvest it. Now these 2 are probably going to be ready. I could probably pick them now, but I'm going to wait probably for the small one. I'll just let the small one go to full red and harvest the seeds off of it. I'm going to wait till the big one gets fully brown and do a taste test and show that off. And then there are little buds and stuff growing there. I might let it grow some more, or I might remove it and grow something else. I'm definitely growing this outside. This is a really cool variety. All right, I'll be right back with a kind of a fun thing to talk about. This here is what the winner is going to get. One of the prizes is going to be this hydroponic indoor gardening system from the good people at In Bloom. They gave me a unit to test and gave me a unit that I could give away. So I'm going to give this as the prize to the winner. And then GT Junior Grows in Alaska says he's got some prizes in store for the people who win, or the categories. We haven't really nailed that down yet. It's our first year, and we shall see. We'll see how much interest and activity we have. Again, you'd have to be already entered in order to be eligible, but we had quite a few entries, so that's really cool. So the person who wins overall, I believe, is going to get this. We might break it down to different categories where, like, if you did your one in soil, you could win maybe a grow light or something. We haven't quite decided yet. But again, this was just really for fun. This is our first year. Next year we'll nail it down with more rules and whatnot, and probably have more sponsors, and have time limits, and how and when you can enter and stuff like that. So it doesn't get out of control. But this was our first year. This was for fun, and really the ideal is to grow inside during the winter, because a lot of people in grow zones like mine and GTs in Alaska, we can't grow inside during the winter, and even with the way the weather's acting nowadays, you can't rely on being in a zone 8 or 9 and rely on being able to grow things 24/7 year round, but you can inside. I could, if it could be 110 degrees outside, I could grow lettuce all day long in here, and it won't bolt because my house is air conditioned. And so I can grow lettuce in the hottest part of the summer, and I can grow peppers and things in the coldest of winter. And that's what the whole collaboration was about, to get people growing inside, to show that they can grow your own food, and it's fun. So yeah, so the rules are going to be that everyone has to get their last looks of what they want to show. So if you want, you say you want to, you could either show this Wednesday is the last day to film what you're going to show, and say this is as far as it came. But you can also say, you know, if it had died or something had happened to it, you know, the dog knocked it off off the table onto the floor. But we've got past hashtag WIG 2022 videos. You could just say, hey, use that one, or we'll just, as a community, just judge and say, hey, that was a beautiful plant at 3 weeks. Sorry that got knocked over. Well, let's all try to keep it fair. It's not play favorites or whatever, and vote for what plants you think deserve to win this awesome system. And again, sadly, I'm not eligible. I think I would do pretty well. GT Junior, he says he's got it in the bag. We'll see, and that's what's fun about it. Wednesday is the last day to show off. Saturday, because we want to give people time this season, because we're going to be a little bit more relaxed than next season. Next season, again, we'll hopefully have some big prizes, big sponsors. We'll see, but we'll lock it down more. But this year, you have until Saturday to get your video uploaded, so that GT Junior Grows in Alaska can put it on his playlist, so that people can watch the playlist, judge all of the hashtag WIG 2022 entries, and then there will be a poll on his page, community page, where people will vote and decide on who they think grew the best, coolest plant indoors over winter. And GT and I are discussing about whether we will give away some prizes for the most unusual. Maybe you'll win some unusual flower seeds. Maybe you'll win, who knows? We haven't really nailed that down yet. We're going to see how the polling goes and how people, whether people are, somebody's going crazy and really voting for themselves or whatever and shenanigans. Then we reserve the right to say and we'll lock it down and then save it for next year. But this is a great community. I don't think we're going to have any issues like that. So yeah, so it's pretty cool. So get your, again, the video must be, the last looks are Wednesday. So, go to your grow room. If you had taken it outside already, don't show that, because, this is about indoor growing. We can just judge by how it looked when it was inside. If you moved it, say out of say you grew it in a hydroponic system and you moved it to soil, but it's still inside, that's fine. You can show that. It's still inside. That's the point of the whole collaboration. It doesn't have to be hydroponic. In fact, if you grew it in soil, that's fine by us, as long as you dropped a seed into something and you grew it inside. That was what the rules were. But so you have to show last looks on Wednesday, get it uploaded by Saturday, so that GT Junior Grows in Alaska can have it on his playlist Sunday, and we'll have, and put the poll up, and we'll have 2 weeks from this Sunday, 2 weeks, and then we'll do a live and announce who won. And hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. And I hope that people had fun growing things inside and joining this collaboration. I know a lot of people are getting into hydroponics now and growing inside because the weather's so crazy outside. And I can only see this getting bigger and bigger. So yeah, Any comments, questions, leave in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.